All right, welcome. It is Monday, November 15th, and we just launched the new Blender Grid platform. And in this video, I'm going to show you what is different by going through the process of rendering a blend file. So this is what the platform looks like. The main purpose here is uploading a file. So let's do that. We can drag in a file and upload it. You can also drag in multiple files or zip files. And we have temporarily stripped Dropbox uploads. So here, after uploading, it will check your file and it will show you the frame range and the resolution right here. And you can immediately, from this page, set it to a single image, because that's the main thing that people need to be able to do if they want to render only a single image. You can do that. I don't know why I'm just randomly zooming in on that. Okay. If you want to render, if you want to do multiple tweaks to your settings, you can go into the settings and change everything here. And this is just useful for if you forgot something to set in the blend file. Okay, so now the next step is to calculate the price, and this will do two things. First, it will, of course, calculate the price of the project, so you know what it will cost before starting, but it will also render a few preview frames for you, which is very useful to just check if everything is working well, if the textures are working, things like that. Maybe you have a simulation, and it's useful to be able to kind of know beforehand if everything is going to work. Okay, and then the price is calculated. When the price is calculated, you can change a few settings like deadline, resolution, and samples, and these all have an effect on the price. So this is similar to what we had before. You can change the deadline, and you can see the price updating. You can also change the resolution percentage or the cycles samples. But the new thing is that if you go into settings, you now see 3 sample frames or previews of what it's going to look like. And you can click them to get bigger resolution. If your project is very high resolution, these sample frames will be typically lower resolution than the final, but enough to see if everything is working. So that's a new feature, and that's pretty useful. So then when everything looks good and you've dialed in the settings, you can click Start Rendering, and this will bring us to a completely separate payment page. And there are a bunch of new options here. We have multiple currencies now, which also allows for other payment methods. We have Apple Pay if you are in a Apple. I think I'm in Safari now, and then Apple Pay works. If I'm in Chrome, it will not be there. But we have a lot of options, and for Europe, we have a bunch of European bank options. So I'm just gonna go through this, and this is a fake payment page. Just to show what it looks like. And then we go through the process. It should immediately be rendering. Then it starts rendering, and it will start showing how many frames were rendered, the progress, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, and as frames get rendered, the UI here will update as usual. This is nothing new. And then you go to details, you can see the frames. That's pretty similar to what we had before. You can download everything, and at the end, when everything is finished, you'll be able to download a zip file. But that's all pretty self-explanatory, and that's pretty much most of the differences. There's not much different. The UI is just a lot cleaner. We just removed a lot of clutter. We removed a lot of complexity. As you can see, we don't have a dark mode button anywhere, but the way dark mode works right now is it just picks whatever you've set in your device or in your browser. So in my case, I'm on Mac, and I can set dark mode here. Dark mode is currently on. Turn it off and everything becomes bright, including the website. I believe if you don't have this option on your device, you can also set it in the browser usually. And then we will just pick your preference, and then we don't need to clutter up the UI with another button. So that's how dark mode works. And other than that, is just we've just cut out a lot of things, and we are in a really nice position now with a very simple platform that allows us to quickly add changes and add features that matter, which we will do. So, but yeah, this is just the bare bones basics of getting a project rendered. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show. I hope you get a chance to check it out for yourself and save some time on rendering with our new platform. If you need any help, you can always hit the chat button and send us a message. We're always happy to help. Happy rendering, and I will see you in the next one.